And here,
a slight pile up.
yeah, here is the F1 Insights then. Interestingly, I think I've sorted my mic out now for the streamers and the viewers. I know it'll probably cut out still for you, but I think I figured it out. Sorry guys, I got a PS5 like a couple of weeks ago. I'm new to learning how to stream on it. My bad. Honestly, I'm so sorry. It's happened last minute today, me being asked to stream, and it was all very last second, and I tried to do my best. I've been told that we're all good now, and I'm here. Hello. You haven't been able to hear me all the time, so I'm very sorry about that. Alex here, joined with Liam for One Hub Racing. We are sponsored by Next Level Racing as we get ready for the race. Sorry, qualifying was such a shambles, but at least the race is good. Hopefully, fingers crossed. Liam, just give a quick rundown. We're going through the formation lap, mate. They've been able to hear you, but who was your pick to win after qualifying?
After qualifying, I'm gonna have back the pole man in Vahanen, well, a dominant pole position, so let's see if he keeps it up in the race. My money would be on him to take the race win. What about you?
Do you know what? I'm going to back Damestar. Every time his back is against the wall, normally he delivers as a driver, and I think that's going to be quite interesting to see. Interestingly though, Verhainen not really backing the pack up too much. Now he is a little bit weaving, slowing himself down, backing the pack up. Obviously you don't want to be on that pole for too long, do you? Because your tyres will just start to cool down again.
Yeah, you don't want anybody really tapping the back of your car on the formation lap. I think you can shed some light on what that's like, tapping the back of another car.
I know what you're getting at, mate. Yeah. Unfortunately, I tapped Liam's car in the beginning of our race earlier. But then here we go. Then as they go around the final corner, it's going to be an exciting one, mate. I think it's going to be really close. Martin will want to get that jump on Verhainen. He won't want to let Verhainen go off into the sunset. We'll say sunset. It's night, into the night.
Yeah, we don't want the Haas running off into the twilight here in Singapore. As everybody is lining up on the grid, just waiting on the guys at the back of the grid, lining it up now. As here we go, we have, well, still waiting on the lights. Here we go. 1 light, 2 light, 3 lights, 4 lights, 5 lights. Lights out and away we go in Singapore. Verhainen gets a good enough start, but Martin is hanging in there on the inside. The Williams driver not giving up without a fight here. He's going to hang it, but Verhainen gets a better drive off of the corner, looking further back.
Replo's had a nightmare. Replo's had a nightmare down to 16th already, but here comes Martin on Verhainen. Round the outside, he's going to have to make it stick. He's going to try for it. He gets pushed off the circuit. Oh, yes, they gave it in. Great attempt there, and good one there from Thomas. He's in P3 and he's looking very racy. But yeah, Replo at the back, I don't know what happened to him there. He's lost his end plate. He's got wing damage. Drama.
Yeah, crazy start to the race here. Scorpion is now up to 4th in that Ferrari. So he's gained massively so far.
Yeah, exactly. Good stuff from him. Don's got a help position. Damestar's lost the position. Actually, great stuff from Scorpion there. He's appeared to jump a lot of people. Apart from that, though, I'll just quickly show everyone the position changes. Our biggest position jumper is Quays, I want to say, in 7th. And our person, obviously, at the lowest down at the minute would be Replo, who's lost 14 positions. But yeah, we'll go back to the... Look at that. I mean, look, this is going to be interesting now because, like we said, unfortunately, Martin could not get the jump on Vienna. Oh, he loses back in there. Look, gets a little bit squirty, and that's not going to help his. That's not going to help his race.
Yeah, Verhainen. I'm having a timing glitch. Verhainen
Me too. Craig! I just saw him spin off on the start finish straight. Safety car. And you know what? This stage, people like Replo, Salty Bear, those who have just come into the pits, they've been saved by this.
Yeah, I think we might see these guys take a punt on the hard tyres, maybe.
Well, they may as well. Are getting another timing glitch here. Oh,
Reflow is on the medium tyres now. Salted Bear also on the medium, so they're not taking the
they're not
risk.
taking that risk. Well, I mean, I suppose they could make two. There's technically lap. Well, we're just on the end of lap 2, so we're into lap 3 now. I think essentially that could be the right call. Is it too early to make a random strategy change? As I don't know about your timing glitch, mate, but I've got reflow and P1 at the minute, which is obviously not the case.
I have Salted Bear and P1 just now, so I'm also affected by the timing glitch. But yeah, well, these guys will be on World Soft, so I imagine they would come in now
This
just to get those tyres off.
Yeah, I would have thought that
Because,
because you would think they would box around lap 4 or lap 5, and by the time the safety car's done, they're going to get one lap, and that's going to allow Salty Bear, Reflow, those guys back into the. I mean, those guys, Salty Bear could be the technical net leader.
yeah, if everybody comes in now, Salted Bear could take the lead here. Yeah, going back to it, I do believe the pit window is lap 6 to lap 8, so these guys have got 6 laps on tyres that have been used in qualifying, and already done the formation lap. So, coming in, Verheyen and Martin are coming in, we'll see, I think everybody's going to come in
Everyone on
now.
the
Yep,
soft
here they
tyres
come.
here they come, here the lads come. And obviously it's going to be heartbreak for those who did box, because it's going to negate their advantage. Either way, though, who does that keep out? It keeps out Venoto. It keeps out Ripe. I'm going to go with Ralkio, White Fountain.
Okay.
You know,
Yeah,
all
all
those
those guys who
guys.
started on the medium tyres have really benefited.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, essentially, though,
I think
this changes the whole race.
what's it, Salted Bear and Reflow have been hit by having to slow down due to the safety car, and looks like they're not going to really capitalise too much. They're driving up to the back of the pack, but that's about it.
Dainstar has got another set of softs here, but
I don't think that what is the wisest of calls considering the current situation, but
yeah, I don't see that either.
I think that's forcing him to make one more stop than he needs to, unless he can really stretch those tyres.
Yeah, it's going to be one of those interesting things again, isn't it? Where what has he just gone the opposite strategy because he knows he might be slightly off the pace? But will that work? I mean, we've seen the soft tyres. They last what 5, 6 laps. I mean, there's not obviously. Is he thinking soft but hard? Is he thinking trying to do soft hard?
Maybe, but it's still forcing him to make 2 more stops, whereas the rest of these guys could probably get away with 1 more stop.
Exactly. Yeah, I mean, obviously now, the good thing for this is, and for Martin, I suppose, is that now Verheyenen's in a bit of traffic. That could help him, keep in the mix, possibly go for an overtake on Verheyen, take the lead, and Tom has done well, Scorpion still in P8. It's all to play for, bud. And Reflow, by the way, is he just caught up to the back of them now. So, that's interesting.
Yeah, those guys came in right at the start of the safety car. I thought they would have been able to get back round quicker and catch the queue, but apparently not. The safety car will probably be in this lap, I believe.
Dainstar's in again. Oh, it was a mistake. It was a mistake, and he's gone for the hards now, I think.
Hards.
Gone hard.
He's gone for the hards. A mistake
Oh,
from the Mercedes boys on the strategy there has dropped Dainstar right to the back of the field now. So he's got the work to do now if he wants to get back up into those high scoring positions.
exactly. It's one of those things where this could go either way. Anybody now is in the mix. Like I said, Verheyen being in traffic could really help Martin, or Thomas, or Scorpion, or even Don. Any of these guys can leave. This is the Singapore Grand Prix. It's round 2 of season 8 here, and this is going to be exciting stuff.
Yep. Just while we cruise around under the safety car, we'll have a quick look at run over the driver interviews for tonight's race, and I believe, well, yes, the drivers' press conference, and I believe for this race it was Reflo who was called up to the drivers' press conference tonight.
Yeah.
So he was asked, coming off a mixed conditions race and at a track you might need to be a master of both, how prepared do you feel ahead of a race that is ahead of a mentally draining race like Singapore? He responded, last race was very unfortunate for himself and the safety car ruined his race, but he believes he'll be able to bring his fight tonight here in Singapore. But he's saying the guys at the front do seem ridiculously fast at times, but he's going to try his hardest and give it his all to keep up with them.
Yeah, that's all he can do, you know. I mean, he's taken a couple of years away from the game, and he's come back, and he's obviously known as a champion. And but yeah, so we'll see how this goes then. As Vinoto now will slowly take them around at his pace. He's probably going to be a bit nervous. What's expected to be here, but he's got green now, and he can just launch whatever he wants to. Here he's gone. He's gone. Oh, he doesn't get the best exit here. And here comes the Alfa Romeo. He's not going to be able to get anything down there. It's only going on the back of the pack. Also, we see a McLaren of keys. Possibly try to get Lukey, but nothing doing. And, yeah. So far... yeah, so far a very non-interesting return to the start, but here we go. Let's see what they can do down the hill. Yeah, Toma has been dropped, and so has Scorpion. So it's up to these two. Keep Rose on White Fountain, who thought about going for a move, couldn't get anything done.
Oh, Martin's trying to line it up on Vahanen right now. So we could see something in the near future maybe. If Martin gets everything correct, could see a move coming at some point.
Yeah, it seems like the Alfa Romeo driver just not really on the pace. Again, this is backing them up, which is going to help people like Toma, who's right there. Scorpion's not going to catch up. Don,
Martin's gone for the dive! Martin's gone
for
the dive at the hairpin!
Side by side there between the two of them. Not the best camera angles on this straight, I do apologise. Oh, another, look at that for the racing point of Toma. He's going to try, but Martin has got the move done in the net race lead.
What move that was from Martin, a very late move as well. I don't think Vahanen really saw it coming until the last minute. Fair play to the
exactly.
Driver for being that opportunistic.
He had to use the element of surprise there, he really did, otherwise there was no real point in any of this, and because otherwise you would have seen it coming. But here we go then. Vinoto sets fast lap. Everyone's going to set fast lap now. It's going to be an absolute mayhem. As we go on the back straight, no moves done yet. The tyres are going to be really interesting. Danger on the hards. He's just a bit off the pace at the minute. Those tyres not really faring him too well. But that was a great move from Martin. It really changes the way the race is going to be formatted now.
Yeah, looking back to Dane, I think it's going to take him a bit of time to get some temperature into those hard tyres, but it should be helpful later in the race, so maybe he can stretch them and go on softs at the end. We'll have to wait and see.
As Vahanen.
The Tinhouse still leading the way, but Vahanen's still hovering on the back of that Williams.
Yeah, he's gonna be frustrated he let that one go. I don't think any driver would like to see an element of surprise overtake. He's going to be annoyed to let that one go. As they go through the same section now where he got overtaken, Martin locks up, and this is drama now, because essentially, does Martin stick behind White Fountain? Does he try and overtake White Fountain? What would you suggest?
I'd want to get past him as soon as possible. It's only a 3-lap difference between the tyres. And considering they're both pretty fresh sets of tyres, there won't be too big of a difference, so I'd want to get past as quick as possible and put another car, well, a car in between him and the angry Haas of Vahanen behind, who's hunting him down at the moment.
Yeah, exactly. Ralkio as well in the Haas is really pushing on. DRS obviously enabled this.
DRS enabled.
Again, Martin had a look, like the smallest of looks, but nothing doing. Yeah, kind of has to wait. Can it? White Fountain again in the DRS. They're all in the DRS. It'll be a massive DRS train. Essentially, if you're Martin, you have to. Oh, he's lined his wheels up perfectly. I'm going to follow him behind now here as we go down this bit of the straight. Is he going to be able to get White Fountain? He's going to go for it. Around the outside is there space. No, White Fountain blocks the move. He's got. Oh, contact made. It's the smallest bit of contact. I'm looking at. His wing's just okay.
Yeah, it was only a small touch on the back of White Fountain there, not enough to break his front wing, but enough to back him up into Vahanen possibly. So Martin is ever so close to getting the move. Maybe if he just break that a little bit earlier, considering White Fountain had gone defensive. But we'll never know. But he's still going to try and get past that AlphaTauri in front of him.
Yeah. Again, it's one of those situations as well where they're all DRS training, and Venotto, he's got some.
Oh, Martin's found his way past. Martin's found his way past.
Martin did get his way past that. I wasn't even looking at that. I was like, there's no way he's going to get him here. We'll wait. And then he has done it. Let's look at the Haas of Raukio as well. Got really close to the back of the Alpha there. He really wants that move done as soon as he possibly can. And Martin is going to go through. He rides up Vahanen as well, because Vahanen will want to follow Martin through. Every lap he sticks behind White Fountain is a lap where he's not closing. He's got a great one on White Fountain. Here we go, I'm going to watch the camera angles. He's going to pull out to the side. He's going to go down the inside. He's got the move done pretty easily there, actually. White Fountain can't just let it happen. Oh, overtake on Raukio! The Haas! It's not going to allow Martin to have a go at the Alfa Romeo. Not quite, but Raukio in the second spot. Great day for the Haas team. With Raukio in second spot and Vahanen in fifth. Looking good so far, though. What a race!
Yeah, both Haas.
Keep eyes on Toma. Toma's going to try and get down White Fountain. Can't do it done. Can't get it done, sorry. Oh, he's going to keep going. He's going to go side by side as they go through. He's going to try and hook it. Oh, contact made with the wheels. And now Scorpion. This is drama. Drama in the extreme. Oh, what? These guys are trying to find any avenue because this is. Keep eyes on Chris as well. I tell you what, White Fountain is a nightmare because he's just a massive train at the minute. He's not. I don't know what he's done to his tyres. He's got some damage. Whatever it is, it's not looking good for him, and he's literally training the rest of the cars along. Here comes Toma. Then is he going to go around the outside? He's going to try it. Contact made again with the wheels, and oh, this is all drama. This is again like the longer White Fountain keeps these guys behind, the easier it is for Vahanen and Martin to go on. Toma's got a penalty. Maybe getting a bit frustrated being behind that AlphaTauri.
Yeah, White Fountain struggling on the rear end a bit there coming out of the tunnel. Well, the underpass under the freeway as Raukio picks up a penalty as well. Yep. White Fountain had a lot of...
White Fountain's
White Fountain's round!
Yep. He's round.
Just saying they're going into the final corner. White Fountain had a little kick in the rear end before, just as he turned in. But
he's got no damage, but those tyres will not be favourable. Keep your eyes on Martin now on the I don't know how to say that name.
Rimpy here.
Rimpy, is that what we're going with? As here he goes round the outside. Oh, Rimpy there, bit of a oh, nice. He's gonna try it. Does he get the move done? Not quite. Ooh.
Nice. This is gonna be a tasty battle.
And again, Vahanen's right there. He's waiting for these guys. Oh, wing damage.
A possible Alfa Romeo.
Oh no! Raukio! It's Raukio! Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Virtual safety car. As we were saying, what a great day it was for Haas. They've maybe that day is not as bright as it looked in terms of Raukio today. But the virtual, I suppose that does. Unfortunately, that doesn't really save White Fountain in this race. He's going to still be half a minute behind these guys, and oh, but mate, Liam, what a race we are having around Singapore. We are being treated to some absolute classic action.
Yeah, I've had some brilliant action so far. Precision Tier very much delivering so far this season in terms of...
Here we go again, we're away.
VSC restart. Thomas dropped back a bit from Vahanen to about 2 seconds, so that leaves Scorpion alone in the DRS of that racing point with nobody else in front of it to total on.
Martin's got to use this now as an opportunity just to get past. If this is what he's got to do it, because Verheyen is not. He's getting impatient. That Haas as well. He'll want to try and get through. But this is great for Venotto out in front. Just having a great time.
Yeah, Vitinho in the AlphaTauri will be cruising along now as Martin is lining up Rimpe's. Ralphio has retired from the session now.
Martin's got
Here comes Martin around the outside.
He's got it done before the braking zone.
Fight it, though.
He's got it done before the braking zone. Class act there from Martin. Lined him up perfectly. Your eyes now on Verheyen. He'll want to get through as soon as possible. These sequence of corners, he's stuck behind that Alfa Romeo. It's not going to help him.
Yeah, he could line up a move into the hairpin though over the bridge. We'll see what happens now. Verheyen looks to have a good line now, but Rimpe gets a better run off of the old Singapore sling, which allows him to stay ahead in the airport.
Oh, Verheyen gets it a bit wrong. Tell you what, Thomas caught right back up.
Yeah, the squabbling between those three has allowed him to really gain back onto them. Not going to be great for Scorpion either, who's probably hoping that racing point didn't get onto the back of that Haas again so quickly.
I tell you what, it's been a bit of a mixed day for the Red Bull and the Renault of Reflow and Salty Bear, because they've caught up to the back of the pack, but they kept doing anything because of the train.
Yeah, the DRS shows Martin sets the fastest lap.
Here comes Verheyen. He can't do it. Verheyen couldn't get it done. He went for a move, couldn't get it done here.
And Martin's lost it.
Oh no, he's got damage. He's not got damage, but he lost it. He's not got damage. Crucially.
Tank slapper coming out of the first
However,
corners there.
Is Rimpe going to get a good run on? No, he's not, because he's not got the DRS. So that's the thing. Keep your eyes low on Verheyen. Oh. Keep your eyes on the Alfa Romeo. He's going to try and hook it around the outside. Thinks better of it. He knows he's probably got the pace here. And I'll tell you what, all of Martin's good work got done with one tank slapper there. The harshities, this shows how harsh Formula 1 can be.
Yeah, definitely there. He's going to have to regain that time back to Vitinho in the AlphaTauri, but he is gaining quite quickly, I have to say. So the AlphaTauri might be struggling on those the tyres he's been stuck on since the start of the race. As looking down the back of the field, as we've got press, the Ferraris have swapped places here.
I wonder whether they were in a call or whether that was, something that maybe Scorpion was noticing. Oh, Thomas spun it! Oh no, drama. He's lost wing as well. He didn't have any wing damage for that, and then he clips the wall trying to spin it. This is drama. This is again drama all day long.
Back in the DRS as Vitinho is in, releasing Martin out into the lead of the race now. He's still got the Haas of Verheyen hunting him down now, but he crucially won't have DRS off of the AlphaTauri there now. Where will Vitinho come out? He's gonna come out behind Dainstar. And yeah, but he's still gonna be ahead of White Fountain, sadly, who's still cruising around at the back of the field.
Yeah, it's a shame, isn't it? Vitinho, this could be an actually amazing strategy, because now he's out of the train, he can just put some laps in, laps after laps after laps, and maybe close that gap. Maybe not the speed of Martin and Verheyen, but a P3 is on the cards for Vitinho here.
Yeah, he's looking like one to watch so far this evening. Could be one of those guys who slips under the radars. Tom and Scorpion both onto the hard tyres, so these guys could be looking to stretch those to the end of the race now.
Exactly. But yeah, I mean, obviously, unfortunately for Vitinho, if this was a one-stop, he'd be in the prime position, but he's got to go again. The others, though, they're fair game. Scorpion and Tom, like you said, they could be looking to stretch to the end because they have boxed once in the race. So again, this is going to be interesting. Reflow on Keys. Keys doesn't look too happy. with that McLaren losing the back end, and if he doesn't box this time, I think Riclo, sorry, is going to get him. But Martin's let Vatino go. No, Verhanen, sorry, I'm getting my names mixed up, all the V's. And that is possibly the nail in the coffin in terms of this stint for Martin. His rears must be ruined. As pit stops are going through, we got Rimpey in the pits. This is we've seen that Williams. He's not been the most clean today. He's had a few tank slappers, and that's cost him.
Yeah, he's not well. The back of that Williams hasn't been too happy so far this evening, and that's definitely cost him.
Yeah, it's just not gone well. As Thomas got another penalty.
Yeah, Verhanen could use this as an advantage to pull away into the distance, possibly. But we shall find out.
Yeah, this one's now it's a race now it's serious to become a race of attrition because we do not know how the order's going to be after these laps. Again, the good thing here for Vinoto is he's gained 8 seconds on Rimpey, which means that early stop has helped him. How long will he stay on those tyres though? What will his strategy be?
Rimpey out on the softs, so he's already gone a few laps on the mediums as well. He's gone about 12 laps on the mediums, so if he can get 5 or 6 laps out of these softs, maybe 7 or 8, we've got 5 or 6 at full pelt, and then they'll start dying off with about 7 or 8 laps, and then you'll really have to stop. So that can get him to about lap 20ish, lap 19, 18, 19, 20, and then they'll stop the last time.
Yeah, Key is in, so we'll see whether McLaren driver... Again, still a good thing for Vatino here is that he's in that clean air and he's just putting lap after lap. I suppose the next driver on this list is Dainstar on those hard tyres, which fresh mediums us is hard tyres. You know, how long can those hards last Dainstar? On them, what's his strategy going to be? Because I don't know. How do you think he'll fare in this race? Do you think obviously that extra pit stop did harm him? Can he recover to a decent position, or is he sort of in a dead zone right now?
I think he can recover if he keeps the head down at the moment and just focuses, but I know that for sure the mediums can last about 16 laps before they start to get really into the danger zone of going pop. So I'd expect these hards to go maybe like 5 or 6 laps more.
Yeah, it's a big shame, isn't it? Just to see what happened today. It's not what you'd want to see for someone of his caliber. Mercedes obviously made a mistake with the pit stop, and it just cost him. As Riclo again, he's kept in the DRS of drivers here. He was in the DRS of Keys. This lap he's catched back up to Nick. Again, a good recovery drive. P6. I mean, obviously some people have stopped. But a good recovery drive from the Welshman.
Yeah, Racewell having a bit of a tank slapper there coming out of the chicane on the run to the final corner, and he's dropped to about 1.5 seconds behind the Mercedes of Nick. But the closest guys out on track at the moment would be Salted Bear and Dainstar, but Salted Bear's struggling on rear end traction, it looks like. Those mediums compared to Dane's hards. So don't think that'll be much of a battle, but Scorpion's catching up to White Fountain now. So the battle for the last point scoring position could be on here between these two.
Yeah, I couldn't agree more with you there.
White Fountain's still struggling with the back end, it seems. Here comes Scorpion. Gotta have the move done before the corner even. So that's a nice easy move for the Ferrari man now.
Yeah, again, the Ferraris all doing a good job. It's a tricky one. White Fountain's day has gone from bad to worse, hasn't it? He's kind of been bogged down.
White Fountain's probably praying for another safety car right about now. As
He's gonna have
Russo
to.
is back to hunting down Nick.
Yeah. Drama. Again, this is sort of like, as I said, like the dead
Nick is in.
zone. Nick's in. Oh, so Reflow will have, and so is Don. So that's probably why Reflow didn't follow him in, because obviously that would be a double stack problem. Because obviously Reflow will know as well that the undercut is so much more powerful than the than the overcut. So it's going to be interesting. Vinotto now back into 7th. He is loving it, and he's only on those 3-lap-old medium tyres.
Yep, he's climbing back up the grid as more people stop. So, like we were saying earlier, he is definitely what to watch tonight. But going to the front of the field now, if I was Martin in that Williams,
I'd box.
I would have stopped last lap, the lap before probably, and got the undercut. But if Vahanen doesn't box this lap, you need to come in this lap if you want to get that move done.
Yeah, because he's slowly dropping off now here, and I don't know. Maybe his setup wasn't. So yeah, it's going to be interesting just to see how he responds with this, because he's on the pace. We know he's got it in him, Martin, but he just hasn't been able to deliver in the last few laps. He was 1 second off, I think, 2 laps ago. No, it's 2.6. Yeah, he's had a mare. Will Verheyen stay out? If I was Verheyen, I'd come in. He hasn't come in, and surely Martin, he's listened to you. He's listened to you. Yep, he's listened to you. Can you gain 2.8 seconds? He's going to close up, but what he really wants to be is in that DRS range.
It is possible to gain more than 5 seconds even with an undercut of you. If you do it a couple of laps earlier, you get a bit of clean air, can really start flying on those new tyres, and that'll give you such an advantage.
And now he's out. So yeah, where does it look like he's going to come out? Reflow in, Chris in, Salty Bear in. Yeah, it's going to be interesting. By the way, Vinotto back into P3.
Yeah, he's back into his podium position now. Dane's up to P2 now on those hard tyres.
Yeah.
So, we've got a safety car.
Safety. That's going to really hurt Martin. I don't know what for.
Me neither.
I genuinely, I couldn't tell you what that was for.
Everyone's still in the race. I'm not sure.
Mike Fountain's coming into the pits, but I don't think that. I think that's just a stop because of the safety car.
I'm not exactly sure what's going on here. I think
this is put Danestar back in the driving seat.
Yeah, Dane pits now for another set of mediums. He's right back up there.
Yeah, again, drama. Don's on. Rimpy needs to get off for his softs.
Yeah, now would be a good time to ditch the softs. We'll see what happens here with Vahanen and Martin. Vahanen creeps into the pits now, whilst Martin is halfway around the track in the third sector, probably being forced to slow down.
Yeah, It's again, this race doesn't let up, does it?
No, Martin might have shot himself in the foot there by listening to me.
Yeah, don't commentators curse. And Verhanen is out. Danestar takes the lead of the Grand Prix. Interesting. I don't know what he means to kind of achieve by doing that. Vinotto's back on a set of hards. Rimpy's in.
I personally think he could have stretched the mediums to the end from now.
I definitely think so.
Well, it's his choice.
This race just does not let up, does it? Keys is now in people. The grid has been reshaped, remodelled, everything. And again, with Dane being at the top of the pack on those hard tyres, it's going to be uber slow. This could help someone like Dom pick up another victory. He could be a 2-time winner here, and he's like nowhere near the front all Grand Prix long.
Yeah, he's definitely been taking advantage of everything at the moment. He's taking advantage of the unfolding situation that is the precision tier.
Yeah, this is, again, if you said a race around Singapore, I wouldn't have expected it to be of this quality. This has been absolutely stunning. Every lap, a new development happens. There is not a second that these drivers are not put on a show for us here. And that takes us caught up to the safety car. Would you, if you're Dane, would you box out and just try and reach the back of the pack, or would you stick it now?
He's left it too late to box now, I believe. He's gonna have to stick it out.
Yeah, it's one of those things, isn't it, where it's just, it's that a mistake. Obviously now Martin knows never listen to the commentator because now he's got 3 cars in between him and Verhennen. But again, can Dane help back? Obviously they're not on the same team, but I'm just saying in terms of Martin, just can Dane just keep Verhennen behind him for a few more laps and just back him up into Martin while Martin does some outlandish overtakes again?
We're gonna have to wait and find out now, but we're behind the safety car for another lap now. I think it's all gonna come down to the restart, really. If Verhennen
Yep.
gets that poor getaway under the restart, then who knows?
Yeah, again, this is going to be the next 12 laps are going to be mega. A lot of pressure on. Have you still got the head of him? As Don as well in second looks likely. Keys, I don't know about Keys. He's a bit of an enigma in this one, as we've not really seen him up the top of the field before, at least not in this race.
Key's a solid driver most of the time. He's up there. If he keeps it clean, he can get up there and hold on to this position. So I think he will be one to watch out for because he is tough to get past, I have to say.
I do genuinely feel sorry for Vitinho though, who was driven. Essentially, it wasn't luck because he held the lead out there. He was quality out in front. Now he's down in P8. I do feel sorry for him, but that's sometimes how the races go. Dane Star's going to be the man to watch. Is he going to try and hold it out for a soft run? Do you think, try and get a fast lap?
It'd probably be the wisest decision for Dane to do right now. He's probably coming to the end of those medium tyres. If he can stretch it to lap, like another 4 or 5 laps, he can probably get the soft to the end of the race.
I think even get to lap 25, so if you got in this lap right there. So we're going to follow Dane and see what he can do. This is again very tense, I mean, especially for Dane. He probably wouldn't have expected to be in this position based on his. I did say him as an outlier for the win, obviously that now is looking very unlikely. But let's see how he does going off the safety car restart, backing all the pack up. You can see the Williams of Martin in P5 just waiting to get back out there. As now we get going, Dane Star then he's going to wait for the green and then he can go whenever he likes. Let's go wait and see. The safety car has just turned the corner. I just saw. He's in. Right, here we go. Oh, Verheiden's got a penalty. Verheiden has got a 5-second penalty, and that is drama.
That is gonna be an interesting one. He's stuck behind the Mercedes now.
Scorpion
on the He's not gonna have DRS either.
Scorpion just didn't overtake or just defended, so I couldn't see. As we're looking at the inside, Dane Stud out on his tyres, on the hard tyres, struggling. Obviously now, Verheiden, he'll want to push forward after the penalty. Has Don got damage? I don't know, because obviously there was a collision. As you can see, Verheiden really trying to push hard out in overtake mode. He's going to go around the outside of the hard tyres of Dane Stud, which obviously not going to heat up. He pushed too far, he's off the track almost. Oh my lord. And now Don's going to try and get past Dane Stud, and this is what I said, but Verheiden is through. I'm trying to say Don hasn't got any damage, so it's going to be interesting.
Should have to give that position back, in my opinion. He's took the position off track.
Don's lost it.
He was pushed wide, he did take the position off track, so he should Really have to give that
Oh!
position back.
Jeez, Keys, they're losing it. Martin trying to go around the outside of Keys. Sorry, buddy, to interrupt you. This is what's going on. Looks like someone's crashed out at the back of the pack. Safety car
Lucky.
again. And
If I
Dane
was Dane, you've got to
starts.
stop now. You've got to stop now, Dane.
What is going on in this race? What has happened there? I can see that Thomas got damaged, White Fountain's got damaged, has Nick got damaged? What is going on here, Liam?
I don't know, we're having another absolutely crazy race. Nick has no damage, but White Fountain does. Not sure about Toma. Yep, he also does, so we've got two cars near the back with wing damage. I believe somebody got a penalty for a severe collision with Luki, so he's involved in this somehow, but surely Dane...
And Dane hasn't stopped!
Davis...
Can you believe it? I don't know what he's playing at. I couldn't tell you his strategy. Yeah. Right. Drama.
This has just been crazy. I'm shocked that Dane's still not coming off of those hard tyres.
I do want to
So
say...
he's definitely holding out for softs.
Yeah, I would have just boxed medium.
I think he's wanting that fastest lap on the softs.
But is that the way to go? If he stopped, he would have been on it. On the pace. Now he's got he might have to wait a bit longer to go on those soft tyres. It has perplexed me.
Yeah, he's going to need to wait till at least lap 26, I think, to go to softs. But the safety car is definitely going to help preserve those tyres. Martin has dropped back again. He's down to 8th now.
How has that happened?
I think he's
Last time I saw, he was battling around the outside with Keys, and then the safety car came out. So as he had a moment under safety car.
Yeah, I think he might have been forced to back out, and it's cost him quite a lot of time, considering how close everyone was after the other safety car restart.
Interesting. There's only got one more lap on the safety car here. I mean, look, if you're a Danestar, and this wasn't obviously a match of 2 stop, obviously in your mind you'd be thinking, right, with these tyres and the laps I had on the safety car, I could probably go to the end just about. Obviously, you cannot do that, by the way, guys, if you're just joining us. He has to box again. Obviously, that's for Hennen. I thought, oh, the dummy. I don't know.
Did it, I think maybe.
Is again, can anyone come in this? I mean, Chris in the Ferrari could somehow get this. Again, I never not bat replay. You can always come away with the goods. A shame for Vittino. I mean, he's still got the chance with him, but I think the hard tyres in retrospect now weren't the best choice, considering he spent more than behind the safety car.
Yeah, he spent too much time behind the safety car for the hard tyres to really have much of an impact. But surely we won't be in the safety car for much longer. It's got to be this lap. The field is bunched together. It's now until 10 lap sprint till the end of the race, really. Most of these guys are on flat tyres. Salty Bear's on soft. They're in 13th, so he could be.
If I was Salty Bear, I would be suspecting that there's going to be more laps by safety car, but I would assume this is it. I would assume we're going to go racing in a lap's time.
So you've got a few different strategies in play at the moment.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting. Yeah, this one could go down to the wire. Like I said, can anyone can win this? I'd say the top 6, anyone can do it. Another safety car is in this lap.
Is in this lap.
Martin, I think, dropped the ball tonight. I don't think for P8 he can recover to the lead. Still can get a podium though, based on his pace, but everyone's quick here. It's all very tight. And now this time, Verhennen will start the race. He'll want to just push straight away. He's got 5 seconds worth of penalties.
Yeah, so... Well, with all these guys in penalties, Chris and the Ferrari has none. So if it stays close enough together, could have the Ferrari.
Good thing for reflow as well. Even Martin, if he can genuinely just stick to the pack, he can still get a decent position. As now we're going to look at the leader, Verhennen, in the Haas. When will he go? The safety car turn in that corner. Dane there trying to size him up. Dane already get the stuff over there. Oh, already keep rise on keys. He's gonna keep himself in this. As Dane will try and hook it on the outside. Don knows that. Don is looking like he's trying to hold it in. Don not inside. He's got the grip. He has got the grip. Surely over that. Oh no, contact Dane. He's still going side by side. This is just helping for Henning get away. As Keith's got the best angle of this as they go side by side. Into the corner, Don's got the move done.
He's just there to pick up the pieces at the moment.
Reflow is into P5 now. He runs on Dayton to go back up the inside. Oh, he's put him into the wall. Any damage on the car? None. He's put the car inside. Oh, they're still going side by side. What a race. He runs on Keys, who's in the mix now as well. Oh, Don locks up.
Dane's cut back on him, here he goes! Sending it surely into the hairpin.
Nope.
He's not sent it.
Let me tell you who's been the biggest...
Sneak up the inside there. Chris.
I'll tell you what, Chris, Verhennen, I think has won the race based off that. Unless it goes horribly wrong for him. Unless Don could really start to put the pressure on, that was helped. But who's going to join him on the podium? I think Don now is possibly a good pick for P2. As you said, Chris, unfortunately, the Ferrari just got caught out. I tell you what happened to Martin?
I have no idea. I think we're too busy with what's going on.
He's got wing damage as well. Oh, poor man. I think it's about to us for Henderson. Such a purple lap there, quality. Now then, can Keys try and track down Dane? He's got repo to do as well. Just going to put the pressure on Keys. Mate, this race is all a play for still.
He has got a good run off for the corner. Dane obviously not going to get the best run with all of that wear on this test, but he's getting a good run at the moment. Had DRS, he probably might have had the move done, but...
Yeah, I think he's going to have to go for a move into the hairpin that we've seen a few brave drivers do this evening. Yeah, just insane stuff. So, I've almost lost for words after that. Between the three of them, look at this. We're gonna try and follow Dane through. He seems to be braking in the right places just to keep Keys not being able to get that move done. But I'll tell you what, Verhennen's cleared off.
Yeah, he is gone right now. Dane is just holding everyone up right now because they can't get a run anywhere on that Mercedes. Dane's putting it in all the right places out on track at the moment. He's clearly got some life left in those tyres. He's got to get the move done soon, surely. Can't be stuck behind the Mercedes on hards forever, especially on fresher medium tyres.
Yeah, exactly. When will obviously Dane's going to stop, but Keys just needs to yellow flag sector 3, Salty Bear. And I think that might bring an end to Salty Bear's torrid day. Again, drama. Consistently.
DRS. He is going to have DRS on Dainstar this lap though. Here we go.
He might be a bit too far back. Oh, he's closing. He's got the move, yeah. Never listen to commentators is what we've heard tonight. Oh, dang the
Another move completed off the track though. Surely he's got to hand it back.
Well, no, Rico's are going to try to get the better of Dane here, so how does that work? Yeah, that's got the move done. eyes
Surely
on
Key should give the position back for overtaking
Dane,
off the
Dane, Dane,
track.
oh Dane. I think Dane's getting a bit desperate now, trying to stick it in places where you really probably should be sticking it. As you can see now here is, just, Chris is going to trying up the inside, can't do it, keep your eyes on Rimpy, he's trying to do everything he knows as well just to get through. But refund out of the P4, good stuff. He also far away Chris, here he comes. Oh no, Dane just spun it! Dane just spun it! Oh, and what a shame. What a shame. Oh, the Rimpy's spun it as well! These guys are all getting a bit wound up, I think, mate. They're all feeling the pressure. What is happening to these drivers?
I don't know, they seem to be really buckling right now as Reflow's about 7.5 tenths to 8 tenths behind Key.
But the good thing for
Is going to have DRS, so
the
he's
good thing
going to
for
be able to
Reflow
hang on the
anyway
back of
is that
McLaren.
technically you might have to get past Key because of the penalties. But obviously, you want to do it just out of formality. Dane 21 lap. He's still going. On those hards, over the box covers him. But he's still going. Doesn't want to give up.
Ding could just be driving till the tyres explode.
Maybe.
Look at how quickly Reflow's gained on Key.
Yeah, the Key's struggling. There's a lot of lockups going on from Key. Replay will just want to get that move done. For sure. I think that through here, we're going to really see the difference between the drivers. Reflow's so much more confident through there. Look at that. He's got his.
Absolutely everywhere.
Replay put his car in tried to put it in the perfect position to go for an everything. Thomas spun it. Another spin. More debris on the track. As now Scorpion trying to go on the outside. Lukey can't get anything done. Oh, mate, there's action all over this. As Thomas now going backwards. He's battling with Martin. They're going side by side still. Oh. Can't keep up with it all, mate. Keys blocks it up again.
Key looks slightly quicker through the underpass section of the last sector.
I wonder whether there was some dirty air involved.
It just seems to get the car turned in slightly better at the moment now. Through the slower corners anyway, but through some of these medium speed corners.
Reflow should get it down the back straight here, you think. If he can line that car up perfectly. Another lock up there from Keith. Is Keith now doing this slightly, no one say on purpose, but sort of just to kind of, maybe worry Reflow a little bit. Just to maybe give him that extra bit down the straight, because he kept it again. Good stuff there from Keith. I thought this was going to be it for him.
Reflow has absolutely no ERS, so he can't get past.
Yeah, it's very difficult to harvest around here, isn't it?
Yeah, it's not the best track for ERS harvesting, although none of them are very good for harvesting ERS. Apart from maybe Monaco. You're running at such slow speeds.
Right, Reflow again, using overtake. I think you should just use it just under exit. Maybe take it off overtake. And just maybe, because the best place to do it is in that sector 1 straight. That's the best place to get an overtake done. To be fair, Reflow can sit pretty in tight here because he is going to be in P3. Either way, just have a look at Dane Star there, down the back, but not bad for Salty Bear. He's just a land of his own, unfortunately.
I think Salty Bear should just stop and go for that fastest lap. Keep pulling away off of those last few corners from Reflow.
There must be a setup thing. As Reflow now goes a bit deeper there, gets a better run, but again, Key very good off the corners, like you said. And just Key goes down. We're going to Miles Scorpion though. Is he going to have a go at Lukey? Going to go around the outside, longer way. Does it pay off? Side by side they go. Oh, I think maybe Lukey just ran. Lukey ran Scorpion off the track a little bit there. They're still side by side up here. I have to turn to Reflow though because that's the battle for the podium, but nothing doing. As Lukey and Scorpion are still side by side. This time though, neither of them have got DRS. It's that point where they're eventually equal. And Scorpion and Lukey go side by side, both Ferrari powered cars. Again, off the track goes Scorpion. And Luke's going to try and hook it. Turns in on Scorpion there. They're still side by side. Keep pressing the other Alpha Romeo as well. How do you react to this? As that was essentially a 4-car drive for P3. That's how slow Keys is going. Do you think Keys is trying to make Reflow go into a mistake here? Try and get that penalty. Is that what Keys is trying to do?
You could be trying to force the Red Bull into a penalty, but I don't think it is working. Reflow's just too close, and the dirty air is really affecting him right now.
Yeah.
He's putting it all the right places, getting the runs off of the right corners. Reflow just don't have enough ERS saved up, although now might be his chance.
Again,
Now
off the exit here. Off the exit here, you're right. It just seems like Keys gets the better run, and again, without that ERS, he's sort of at a loss, isn't he?
Yeah, the ERS is quite crucial to being able to get a move done around tracks.
And let me tell you what, I think if Binotto was on the red tyres, he would have got past because his speed is legitimate. He rides on Cristo here. It's now the Ferrari. He's going for both of them. Oh, I thought for a second he was thinking about it. Repo now down a 5th. That the ERS is really effective. Now we need to just. Ooh, he's struggling. I think Reflow is still technically going to finish P3.
Yeah, if he sits close enough behind, he shouldn't have
Too much to worry about. Yellow flag, sector 2. Who is in sector? I mean, everyone's sector 2. Was it White Fountain? Yeah, it was White Fountain. As we now go back to that battle for P3. Keys, they're all in this little train. I think if you're Reflow, just sit tight at this point.
Yeah.
Think of the long game of the race.
More ERS saved up though.
Nobody's got any ERS, so essentially it's the battle of. I'll tell you what, actually no, Vitinho does.
Chris has like 20% in that Ferrari. Not sure about Key in front, who has about the same amount of energy left. Chris goes deploy slightly on the start finish straight, as Key burns quite a lot of energy on the start finish straight.
I think we could get a P3 for the Ferrari here. It's interesting to see how differently they run. Oh, there's a lock-up from Key, and that's going to slow his momentum down. That was such a good run from Chris. He's going to get the move done. Keep rides on Vitinho in the background as well. On Reflow, down the corner. Oh, Vitinho keeps it on track. They whistle to the back of the McLaren. Oh, Vitinho and Reflow side by side. This has been great racing top to bottom, pal. Thank you so much for joining me on this one. It's been absolutely incredible.
I have to say the hard tyres are really coming into it now that those mediums are approaching the end of their life now.
Reflow want to get past.
Will probably be dead now.
Reflow cannot get any closer down the back straight. But he is just. It's not got any electrical energy. Get left one sector flag. It's White Fountain and Danestar again. Just had their days.
Both on softs.
Yeah, both on softs. Both try to do something that obviously they can't do now because the tyres are destroyed. He rides on Scorpion!
Reflow's hit the wall.
Reflow is he's got to try and stick with them now. He's really got to try and stick with them now. Think of the long game. This corner is going to be quite difficult for him, but from that, a lot of the corners should be okay as long as he can turn. Oh, he's gone wide. Oh, okay, he's got the tyres on. Essentially, as long as he can keep in the slip, I don't see him losing 3 seconds to Chris. Or yeah. So, Reflow locked that difficulty there. And, oh no, it's all gone wrong for him. Is that we damaged 9/10 worthy? He's now gone to 1.3 tenths. Now he's gonna let them go. I don't know whether it's gonna help him or hinder him.
could help him because Key's tyres are dead and the tin hose, hard tyres shouldn't be as anywhere near as bad conditions as those mediums. Look how quickly he gains on him as well. So we could be seeing an overtake very shortly. Look at the red blinking light on that McLaren. He's clearly out of ERS and is struggling for tyre grip. He's locking up absolutely everywhere. The tin hose got to get the move done soon though.
It's going to be a podium, I think, for Quiz here, and that's going to be an insane job. I feel bad for reflowing away, but obviously hit the wall on his own accord there. So Henry gets another 5-second penalty, but obviously with Don, I didn't serve it, so it's not the same. He just didn't serve the penalty. So Don will come home in second place. It's going to be interesting now to see. Don DeBoer didn't serve it, so it's still 10 seconds the gap. Good stuff there from Quiz. A strong performance. And he'll get a podium here, mate.
Good performance from the Ferrari man this evening.
Reflow
up to fourth.
Yeah, and now it's going to be interesting now. Where will Nick end up? He's going to see a penalties here. Nick goes to P9, and will any of these guys get... It goes back to P10. Oh, it's about a second. And Quay's third. You wouldn't have predicted that, would you?
No, it's been quite a hectic race from start to finish. I have to say, we've had drama thrown at us almost every lap through that middle stint with 2 safety cars in a row. So, not even a lap separating them. We've had 3 safety cars this race, which is just crazy.
White Fountain is going to come round the final corner now here and take that. He gets the pass lap.
So he salvages the point.
And that is, I think, Key's driver of the day on the game. But I'm going to ask you, who was your driver of the day? Overall. As we look at the podium celebrations.
Well, wait till we see the results and I will give you my driver of the day, but...
Interesting to see a Haas on the top step. Obviously in real life, we're ways away from that.
Yeah, definitely. Hang on a minute. Why am I seeing... I don't know. No, I'm just seeing things, but... What a race, I have to say. My driver of the day will have to go to... Chris, I think.
I'm going to give it to... I'm going to give it to Don. I think from 7th to 2nd, quality stuff. But I will run you down the order very quickly. So Hennon takes the 25 points today. 20, sorry. Then Don, then Quiz, then Reflow, Keys, Vinotto, Scorpion, Martin, Rimpy, Nick, Toma, Lukey, Salty Bear, White Fountain, Dane, Ralkio, and then Crazy DNF. But also, White Fountain does take that fastest lap.
I had to ask you, what's your question for your driver of the day?
I said to Don, just can he keep this consistency up? I mean, qualifying was very difficult, but can he keep that consistency going?
Well, my question for Chris will be, how important was it keeping the penalties to a minimum and you securing a podium for Ferrari?
Very, very good questions. Well, thank you guys also very much for joining us. I'm going to ask you, Liam, because I've done this in a while, is there anything I need to say during the outro, or do I just say thank you, subscribe, follow us on Twitch, subscribe to the YouTube channel, follow us on Twitter, and all that stuff.
And I will be back next week. I'm not sure about Alex, but back again with more precision to your chaos, probably.
Absolutely, and I think you're in for an absolute treat based on that. But thank you guys so much for watching. Take care, have a great rest of your weekend, and One Hub will see you next week with more action.